Welcome to This Week in Real Estate with Jonathan Harmon and Bryan Nale, your local experts on all things real estate in Middle Tennessee. Listen in as they discuss the current state of the market, the latest trends, and have a little fun while doing it. We do want to say the opinions voiced on this podcast are for general information only and not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individuals. All right, everybody, welcome back to another week of This Week in Real Estate with Jonathan Harmon and Bryan Nale, where we're putting the mess in Christmas. Sorry, that's terrible. Yeah, let's not mute Emily.
Yeah, I'm in a mood today. Merry Christmas. That's my favorite Christmas song. Did you know that?
Yeah.
And so since we're on Christmas songs already, fresh off of the Christmas Cowboy concert, annual show that you guys just did. Put your phone away, Bryan. And
my wife says that so many times.
Oh man, I tell you. And y'all played my favorite Christmas song, which is "Merry Christmas" from the Family.
It's a great one.
And then you also played Lisi's favorite Christmas song, which is "Christmas in Dixie."
Oh man, those are two staples of the set list. I don't think we always want to mix it up and play different songs every year. Those two don't usually get replaced.
Well, so. The most intriguing song that you guys played was Everlong. Mm-hmm. Not that Everlong's a very intriguing song, but
it actually is a very intriguing song. If you get into the music theory and the composition of it, it is a very intriguing song.
I don't. Okay. So it's just a very popular song. But y'all messed with it a little bit. Tell us about that.
So we just.
By the way, what we're talking about, Christmas Cowboy show was this past Sunday. Bryan's a member of the Christmas Cowboys. Is a fundraiser for Kamari House. Do you have a final count on what y'all raised for Kamari?
It was right around 8,400, 8,700, something like that.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Phenomenal.
And if you're not familiar with Kamari House, look it up. What a phenomenal organization.
Yeah.
Does some incredible work here in our community.
Yeah.
Very important work that truly no one else really does.
It's just something that you don't think of. But the Christmas Cowboys is a group that gets together. It's just a bunch of dads, right? And we get together on Wednesday nights and we play. We hang out. We have some fellowship time, some brotherhood time, just with four guys who like making music. And then about 4 years ago, before I was a part of this little group of guys, they decided to take it to the public and put together a show to try to raise some money. And the first year they rose like $3,000, I believe, for Isaiah 117, and then the next year they rose like $6,000 for Stepping Stones. And then last year I joined, and the total was about $7,500 for the domestic violence program, and then this year about $8,500, give or take a little bit, for Kamari House. So I mean that's over $24,000. That's almost $25,000 over the last 4 years that the Christmas Cowboys have raised, and this was by far and away the best show, because what we did was we said, all right, we're two of us are really good musicians, and then two of us are amateurs, and I'll let you decide which ones are the amateurs and which ones are the good musicians.
Curious about that.
But then another cool thing was that this year, Ethan, one of the beer guides here at Cedar Glade, came along and joined on the drums. So this was the first year we played with drums, and it really just elevated the whole experience. And then we also had a guest musician lineup, which to me this was so cool because it really. It did a number of things. It brought together some local musicians who probably knew of each other but didn't necessarily know each other. So it got them in the same room. I remember the rehearsal that we did at Rob's house Saturday before the show. I mean, and sometimes Erica, my wife, watches. Thank you for letting me go to so many practices and rehearsals,
humoring him,
and doing this, because it is fun, but it does make an impact. But we talk about community, and we talk about getting people together, and that experience of people like the Howlin' Embers and Joey Fletcher and Chuck Harville, all being in the same room together at the same time, and then Matt Nichols, and it was just that was cool.
And y'all even pulled Grady Payne up.
That
on
was
stage.
cool. Yeah, Grady Payne was in the room too. So you had just all these creatives in the room, and I'm just sitting there thinking, I've got no business in this room with
And
a
then,
guitar
and
in
then
my
Brian
hand.
stepped on his cord, unplugged his guitar in the middle of a song.
That was I learned hey, you were always looking for lessons, right? Put your DI box either directly in front of you or to the right of you, so that if you, and it's not like I did it because I was being clumsy. I was just into the music and I was moving around and I
You
stepped
should have
on my
seen
cord.
him, man. He did one of those little kick things, jumped up, and he's about to start smashing his guitar. No, I'm just kidding.
So the Foo Fighters song, we played it pretty normal, just acoustic, right? Instead of a lot of distortion and stuff, we played it pretty normal until it gets to the chorus. And in the chorus, we figured out a way to throw it into this bluegrass style, call and repeat kind of thing between the two vocalists. And it was just like I don't know how it worked. We don't want to dissect it too much because it shouldn't have worked.
No, it shouldn't have. You double time the drums.
But it and the drums in that song are already kicking. They're already syncopated and super fast. And so,
it reminded me of a Western swing song in the chorus.
It was a lot of fun. But if you want to see it, find Xmas Cowboys on Facebook or Instagram. There's a reel that Rob posted this morning of the song in its entirety, and and it was cool because we recorded this show from the soundboard, and it's not the greatest mix that you're ever going to hear by any means. But but his daughter was filming from one side of the one angle, and then there was somebody else that filmed from the other side, and they both had their phones horizontal instead of vertical, so it makes for a great reel because Rob was able to go in and splice the audio on top of the video and make it look like a really well done music video. It's really kind of neat.
It was fun. It was a fun show, and a great cause, of course. So that's I think we are out of order a little bit, but that was kind of our shiny penny.
Okay.
Right
so we've done the shiny penny.
We did the
that's
shiny
a great
penny.
one.
It was a good one.
That's a good shiny penny.
And it was a lot of fun. We had a great time attending. Thank you guys for putting that on. Thank you to the Walnut House, Ricky Martini over there, and just the venue that he has, and the way that he treats people.
Yeah.
He's
a good dude.
Yeah, he is. He's a valuable part of this community, and maybe even underrated sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That room has got great sound.
It does.
He's got all the right equipment to put together a great show.
Yeah.
And I think that he would love to have a lot more concerts there.
And should.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great space for that. So, if you're into that, and that room holds, when it's just chairs, it's what, like 350 people or something like that.
I don't know if it's that big, but if it's just chairs, it would hold a good size.
It's around there.
Yeah.
If it's just chairs, tables, obviously it gets a little more crowded than that. But but still, there was what, 100 people in the room probably.
I bet there were somewhere
120?
north of 100. It was probably around 120.
Yeah. It was a good time. Good energy in that room. All right, Trent, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Hanging in there.
Still bald.
Yep, very bald still.
Yep. I can relate.
Yep.
Brian will get there one of these days.
Making
Hang
a
on,
beeline
man.
for it.
Hang on.
My hairline's making a beeline.
Yeah. My favorite thing ever is talking about having a 4 head, and then having a 5 head, and having a 6 head. So 4. Mine's like a 14, I think. 14 head.
Does it stop at the back of your
the
neck
hairline.
or the top of your
No,
neck?
it's right here. I'll try to tuck it.
Because I know you've got a hairy back, so I mean, eventually it's going to go all the way to the top of your neck, right?
Brian and I are very close, Trent. Brian and I are very close.
I mean, you can just look at him and tell. Look at his beard. It's this dude, and the way you wear your shirt, sometimes you get that chest hair poking out like Miami Vice.
I got that that Tom Selleck going. My wife does not think it's nearly as sexy as Tom Selleck, you know. But anyway, bless her heart. So
bless your heart.
Bless my heart. Yeah, that's probably more accurate. Good point. All right, let's move on to some headlines.
Let's go. Here we go. All right, we're back.
So, headline-wise, interest rates are sliding just a skosh.
Yesterday, so it's funny because the Fed cut rates yesterday, and every mortgage lender in America, the last 2 times the Fed cut rates was kind of like eyes in the back of our head, answering calls. Hey, what's this do for my rate? What's this do for mortgages? Is it time to refi? And we were like, mortgage rates have gone up, and I went on to somebody's Facebook post yesterday. Grant Hammond had asked, okay, it's the morning of the meeting. What's your prediction? And I said, my wild take here is that the last 2 times the Fed has met, rates were going down in advance of the meeting. They cut rates, and then mortgage rates went up. I think this time the reverse happens. Rates have been going up going into this meeting, and we're going to get a 25 basis point cut, and mortgage rates will go down. And that's exactly what happened.
Nice.
My prediction came true. Doesn't happen all the time. I am not 100% by any means, but that it was like, hey, pat on the back here. Yeah, way to go. And so,
are we into the 5s yet?
No.
Okay.
No. We would have been if we hadn't had the hawkish comments from Jerome Powell after the last cut. I believe we would have. I mean, who knows?
We were hovering.
We were really
just above
really
6.
close.
Yeah.
And then they've really slid back up into the mid 6s in advance of the meeting. Now, yesterday was a great day for rates after the meeting. Powell didn't say anything hawkish, and so the markets had really nothing to move on other than to move mortgage rates lower. And you always look for, okay, well, what's the reaction the next day? Today's a good day for mortgage rates, so hopefully we have a little bit of momentum as we slide into the end of this year with a little bit of downward movement as we wrap up 2026, and that'll set us up for a good January and a good start to 26. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So on the real estate sales side, I had some numbers prepared last week, and I don't have them in front of me now. But looking at November to November, 24 to 25, the market is slow, y'all. I mean, it has slowed. Even comparing November to November, we're at about half of the production, half of the closings. We're what is it, like 28% or something up on inventory. Our days on market is way up. It's like 16 or 17% higher than it was last November. And we are comparing, apples to apples with November's there. So it's, people are I think they're just tired.
Yeah.
I think they're just, there's some generalized anxiety. They're tired of worrying about it, tired of thinking about it. And I think that in a lot of ways they're just kind of taking a vacation, maybe literally, right? But definitely on the worrying too much about housing situations. I think folks are moving if they have to, and the smart buyers are out there looking right now. There's opportunities that we've not had in a very, very long time. Not just we've said that before as the market has kind of done this, what is it called? Soft landing, right? At the beginning, it's like, okay, we can negotiate closing costs. We can get different kinds of loans done, all of those kinds of things. And that was the opportunities, right? Just say 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Now, not only is that absolutely still on the table, but we're seeing price reductions. Our average sale price November to November fell almost $40,000. Now, we're up over 500, right? So it's, percentage wise, but it fell. Yeah. Now, is that because, and this is where we get into trouble with me telling you the wrong thing. Yeah. Right. Did the average sale price fall because houses are getting cheaper, or did the average sale price fall because the houses that are moving right now are cheaper houses? Right. Yeah. And until we really dive into those numbers, it's hard to know. We have to break out the strata and see. Yeah.
And that can be done.
It can. I just haven't done it. Yeah. But yeah. So don't think, if you are thinking about selling, don't think that means that the price of your house has fallen off 10%.
So you've got a really, really awesome listing in Smyrna right now.
Yes.
And
you came and saw it.
I came and saw it at your broker open house earlier this week, and it was, we're not moving. Like, it ain't going to happen. But you pulled my home up and you gave me a value on it, and it was right in line with what I would have expected it to be. Mm-hmm. So to your point there, don't think that your home has lost $40,000 in value necessarily, because there's a lot of factors that go into a home's value. And if you're curious about, if I wanted to move, if I wanted to buy this incredible listing that's right on a lake and has 4 levels of true, I mean, I know the basement's not finished, but you could live down there. It's basically living space. And you wanted to go see what it would look like, and you wanted to find out what it might look like for you to own that home, but you'd have to sell your home. You can call Jonathan Harmon or whoever your trusted realtor is, and you can figure out what is my home worth. And you can, it's not hard for you to put that together. You had that number for me within 2 minutes.
Right. And and here's the thing, that was not nuanced, right? That was just rough, dirty numbers.
Yes. I mean, it was a wide range you gave me, but it was literally like what I would expect.
And here's the thing, when we start to really cook it down and you say, okay, in order to make something happen, I need to have whatever, $100,000 worth of equity out of my house. Well, that's where we have to really start drilling into closing costs that you pay for a buyer and, some of those types of things that are 100% part of the conversation now. I like it because we do have moving parts and we do have ways that we can shift things around and add value to a buyer without just absolutely tanking a price. Yeah. Right. Sure. And so, we look at those things. We talk about repairs. We talk about fixing up a house before we list it. All of that stuff is on the table. Right. It's not like it was in, say, 18 or 19, where it's like you just put any piece of crap on the market and it'll sell. Yeah. Or it's not like it was in 2009 or 2010 or 11 even, where it's like, all right, we're in it for the long haul. It's going to take us a year to sell. We're not there either. No. There's aspects of both of those. And I'll tell you this, I think if we, just based on what the chatter I'm hearing, I think if we do slide interest rates over the next 2 weeks leading into the end of the year, it might be a January to remember. It could. There's some pent up demand out there. Yes. Here's the thing though, and this is just my kind of hot take on it. I think we have to see some stability with it. So I think let's just pretend that we wake up tomorrow and rates have bumped to 5.5, right? Or whatever, 5 flat even, right? Are we all of a sudden going to just see this enormous spike in activity? I don't think so. I mean, I think if you drop from 6.25 to 5, yeah, you will. But to your point, but I think people have to trust that it's going to stay there through the duration of their shopping. I think a likely scenario is that we slide down to maybe this time we do get below 6 on conventionals, and we live at 5.75, 5.8. But the question then is, and I completely agree with you on this: is it short lived? Or do you get there and you stay for a couple months? And that's the key, because the reality is, if you woke up this morning and you saw that rate, could you put your house on the market today, sell it and get another one bought? And within the answer is no. Yeah. And so with the volatility that we have, I mean, the answer is probably no. Okay. Right. There's probably some of you out there that are listening that are like, yeah, absolutely, I could do that. Yeah. I'm not picky. I just, whatever. Okay, cool. No problem. But the reality is, for most people, it's a 2, 3, 4 week minimum lead time to get the house listed, right? To get it ready to list, to identify a house, and that's if you're not picky, right? Because even though there's a lot of inventory, a lot of the inventory that's on there right now are people that have to sell, and so they're not necessarily pristine, right? And this is why I say we have aspects of every market. The houses that are pristine, that are truly a good buy, that are like totally move-in ready, they're totally polished up, they're beautiful, they're in a great location, everybody wants them, they're going fast. Yeah. Brad Hopkins, love that guy, and he made a point on this show a few weeks ago, and he's absolutely right. Our average days on market is sitting, in the 40 to 50 range, right? 40 to 50 days. But nothing's actually selling at the 40 to 50 day range. It's either selling 5 days on the market or it's selling 100 days on the market. Right. I watched that as I was coming back from Knoxville that afternoon, and that was a cool insight into the market. That I did not realize. And when he said that, I was like, huh. And so I went back and I fact checked him. And he's 100% right. Yeah. I mean, obviously there's going to be some in there, but the vast majority, that average is truly an average. It's affected by two extremes. Yeah, absolutely. That's cool. You said something, I know we've been on this segment for a minute, but I want to get into this just for a couple minutes. We don't need to spend a lot of time on it, but you said that word, soft landing. Ugh. We've been saying soft landing
since 2022 when rates started to go up.
Dude, it feels like we've been saying it for my entire life.
So here's my question. Did the soft landing occur?
I think we're still up in the freaking air, man. I don't think we've landed yet.
Well, then will we ever land? Like, what is landing if we aren't there at this point? If we haven't navigated 3 years of higher than average, and I'm gonna say it, historical average, you can tell me all day long, is 6-7%, right? Okay.
Sure.
We had mortgage rates in the 3s and 4s from 2010 to 2022. Mm-hmm. And so
a couple little blips, but basically.
Yeah. So in the recent past, for most people who have been transacting homes and buying homes, that was high. We've been higher. So if we successfully managed to navigate through 3 years of interest rates that were that much higher than what our society had kind of gotten used to, did they pull off the soft landing? And now we are gearing up for the next takeoff. And that flight might have a really bumpy takeoff, or it might get up in the air real smooth.
I think my gauge for that is, have we curbed inflation? We haven't.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, we're still talking about inflation. We're still talking about pricing of forget real estate for a second, right? Okay. It's just one of the things in the market basket, right? So we're still talking about inflation. We're still talking about devaluation of the dollar. We're still talking about, us compared to the world economy.
I would say we've curbed inflation. We've
slowed it.
It was at 9%, and now it's back to 3. Target's 2. Mm-hmm. So we know there's going to be 2. If we're at 3, I'd say we've curbed it.
Sure.
It's not. We haven't brought it down to where they want it, but without tariffs, would it be where they want it?
Well, see, so I don't know, right?
Yeah.
The problem is that we've also, anybody that does scientific experimentation, how many variables do you manipulate at one time?
Oh, we've manipulated all of them.
You manipulate one at a time.
We've done all of them.
To see if it works.
Yeah.
Right? That's the scientific method.
Yeah.
Okay. But we haven't. We've monkeyed with everything.
Yeah.
Right.
I know a lot of people want to line up and just beat up on Jerome Powell, but I would not envy the job that he's had to navigate for the last 5 years.
I don't think that we've had a full soft landing. That is my opinion. I don't think we've landed. And I think, to me, in order to see a landing, we've got to have a retraction.
That would be the hard landing. What they wanted to do.
I think you still have to have a retraction, but instead of a full depression, you have recession for a short recession.
Okay. So to you, the soft landing is a short recession.
I think so.
To me, I think what they were trying to avoid was a recession at all. And that was what they would call the soft landing, would be able to slow down that growth, slow down inflation, and bring things back into balance without us having to go into a recession at all. To me, is what I think they were shooting for with the soft landing.
But it's all, yes, I think you're right. I think that's what the aim was. But you remember the economy as a thing, as an entity, right, is really group psychology centered around money and jobs and things like that, right? Centered around money. I think the only way that you really land it, to me, the mark of a landing is that everybody goes, okay. And we've not done that. Everything now is still generalized anxiety. Everybody's anxious.
I mean, we may never land this plane then.
I know.
I mean, that's the other side of this, is
because
that plane might never make it to the ground.
Because we're conditioned as humans to say, if we're here and we need to be here, there has to be some pain in between.
We are,
whether we do it consciously or not.
We're conditioned as a society to what's next. You had a great quarter. What's your next quarter look like? You had great earnings last year. Well, what are your forecasts for 2026? Mm-hmm. Like, we are conditioned as a capitalistic society for earnings growth and what's next. And so not just from an economic standpoint, but also look at, sports is an analogy here.
Sure. You're only as good as your next game.
Lane Kiffin leaves to go to LSU. He's got a great situation. But then you've got other schools who are looking around and going, well, gosh, Indiana fired their coach, and 2 years later they're in the playoffs. And look at there's other schools too. Like, so our patience as a country, you see it in traffic. Our patience as a country
I'm training a 15-year-old right now.
Is next to zero. And
no, it's negative, dude.
It is. I mean, I'm not gonna pick on the private school. There's two in Murfreesboro on the north side of town, and I was driving from the south side of town back towards my house yesterday, and it's right in the thick of the school zone time, and there is a person behind me who is swerving and weaving into lanes. I see her from my rearview mirror, and she pulls up next to me, and in the car, and I'm like, where is she going? The car that's to my right is obviously going slow, but she gets parallel to me for a second, and I just look over, and she is just cussing like God, and just like slamming her steering wheel, and then that
in a school zone.
No, this isn't a school zone. This is actually on Broad Street, heading towards the north side of town, and I know she's trying to turn right on the Memorial so that she can go to where those schools are, and sure enough, on the back of her car is one of those private school stickers, and all the private schools in Murfreesboro are Christian, right? So,
bless her heart.
Anyway, I shouldn't. She could have had any sticker on her car. It wouldn't matter. As a society, and I've been there. I have done what she did. I have gotten frustrated because you know what we do? We do what I did before this show started. We work until the very last second. And
oh no, dude, you were 10 minutes after the last second.
Whoa. This show starts at 10.
And what time did we start?
You hollered at me. You called me. I didn't
9:57.
I didn't even know that Jonathan had made it into the building. I thought he was running late, and I was like, "Thank God he's running late. I've got extra time to knock out a few things here."
I called.
We haven't started at 10 in a year, probably.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Anyway, all right. Let's talk some listings for a minute. I got a few to show you guys.
All right.
Is this a real listing or
no? These are real listings. Yes.
Let's see. How can I do that over here? Oh yeah, look at me go.
This is the one that I was talking about.
All right, so got 4 listings I'm going to show you there. They are diverse for sure. So the first one here is 132 Laurel Hill Drive. This is in Smyrna. It's in the Oaks subdivision. And man, it is a cool house. So
it really is. I hate to interrupt, but it is
such a cool house. Circle driveway. It's 900 feet to the lake. Look at that picture on the right-hand side. That is so core sick. Property. You go from the back deck all the way to the lake. Brian and I walked back to the lake Tuesday. It was awesome. It's 3 stories, so you've got a main bedroom on the bottom floor, and then you've got 4 bedrooms up on the second floor. Pause for a second, Trent. Go back right there. So there's the staircase up. There's 4 bedrooms up there and 3 bathrooms, but then there's also a staircase that goes up to the 3rd floor, which is a huge bonus room up on the 3rd floor. But then the cool thing on this one, it also has a humongous basement. The entire house plus the patio all have a basement underneath them. So
I'll tell you one of my favorite things about this house, and that's the master bedroom right there. If you look at the picture on the left, you can see there's 2 doors there. One of them goes to the bathroom, and it has a sizable closet for a home that was built in this era. But that door to the left goes to that office that you see on the right, and it is it's like in its entire second room. Yeah. So if you were working from home, your office could literally be next to your bedroom.
Well,
and it's not like you have to convert a dining room into your office. Or
it is dedicated.
It is right there. They've got a treadmill in there. You could
use it as a gym. You could use it as a nursery. You could use it as an office.
That's it to the left here. Yeah, that's
you could use it for all kinds of things.
That bathroom's awesome too.
Yeah, the bathroom's nice. The closet's nice. This house is drive-it stucco. That was replaced last year, so it has been done the correct way. There's that bonus room. Yes, it does have pink carpet, but look, if that's really a problem, we'll help you out with that. But look at that basement right there, Trent.
Dude, so much room for activities.
Yeah,
so much room for activities.
And then the
simulator,
the room that has the lawnmower in it. That's not a great picture, but That is underneath a concrete porch. So that could definitely function as
a wine cellar.
A wine cellar, storm shelter, whatever. Nice. And then look at the deck in the back.
Yes, man.
It's gorgeous. Y'all, this place is gorgeous.
It's so sick.
So
peaceful.
902 feet that I measured from the deck to the shore.
How did you measure it?
Just with the measuring tool on
Your phone?
No, on CRS.
What's cool is that, and we don't want to get anyone, any future homeowners in trouble, but you could go, it's core land. You could go in there with a weed whacker and a leaf blower in the fall and cultivate a little winding path that goes back there.
100%.
Instead of just a straight line, 900 feet, like you could turn that into something really,
little nature
really
walk.
cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cool place.
You're not supposed to, I guess.
Well, you're not supposed to cut down stuff, but if you're just, I don't know. I think you'd be okay.
Yeah.
This one, $425,000 to just over 2,000 square feet.
Hey, before you move on, what open house this weekend?
Yeah, open house on Laurel Hill, Saturday 1 to 3.
So if you want to see that basement, that bonus room, the office off the bedroom,
come check it out.
Saturday from 1 to 3.
Yes, sir. This house is great, man. This is on Oak Haven Drive, so just off of Jones Boulevard, right in the middle of Smyrna. 2,040, I think, square feet, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, with a huge garage. That's the driveway. It's in a cul-de-sac. There's the garage in the back. It's connected by a breezeway. It's going to have a half-acre lot. It does need some updating, but look at the open space, big pantry, big kitchen. Let's see, keep on trucking there. Huge living room. No carpet in this house. It's all hardwoods or vinyl. Great light in there, built-ins. The place is great. It is solid, man. The floor is completely straight. Structurally, it's awesome. So if you want to come in, put a little paint up, maybe do a little updating, put some countertops in or something like that, this is a heck of a buy for someone. So half-acre lot. The way we subdivided this lot off, there's an additional lot next to it that we would sell for $35K. That would make it just like, I think it's like 0.96 when you add it together. So just a hair under a full acre. So it's in the cul-de-sac, like I said, and
that's cool.
Yeah, it's a great house.
And that can be like that adjoining, since the land is adjoining.
Pause right there, Trent.
There you go.
So this is the lot that is a half acre.
Okay.
And what would be on the bottom of that is where the adjoining $35,000.
Okay.
It's like a third of an acre.
And since it's adjoining, it could be financed into one transaction.
Mm-hmm. Go to the next one. I think you've got a full aerial, right? Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So the extra lot is to the left where that driveway stubs over. Yeah.
So it's like a whole lot in the subdivision that just never got developed that they own. Okay.
That's really cool.
Basically.
Yeah.
All right. Backyard. There's a full aerial of it. It's a cool house.
That's really cool. When was it built?
No, was it 86?
They don't make them like that.
Yeah, 86. But it's so straight. The bricks are, it is very well built. That's a solid house.
86 was a good year.
Was it?
That's when I was born.
Yeah. All right. This one, I've got just over 16 acres down in Manchester. Water tap is already in place with Manchester City Utilities.
Great.
Okay. It's got like a wet weather creek. It's kind of got a gully that makes one of the boundaries of it. It's like 2-minute drive over to Normandy Lake and like a different 2-minute drive over to that campground, Cedar Creek or whatever it is. Cedar Point, sorry. The cool thing on this one, we have preliminary soil work done on it, and it has a 5 to 6 bedroom perk site on it.
Wow.
So you could build
big boy
whatever you want on this house or on this lot. And it's awesome. Gorgeous, man. It is a gorgeous piece of land. Lots of road frontage, so you're not going to have any trouble accessing any of it, really.
Yeah.
So beautiful place, and we're $299 on this.
For how many acres?
It's been green belted.
16?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
The green belt status on it is just for forestry land, so you don't actually have to make money on it to keep it in green belt. You just don't need to cut down all the trees, which
why would you?
You wouldn't anyway.
Right.
Yeah. So pretty cool. All right. And then the last one, I've got a little rental house. So
I know this place.
yeah. So this is the upstairs unit on that. I've had it Airbnb'd for a while. And now we're going to do a long-term rental on it. We can rent it furnished or unfurnished. Furnished, it is $1,100. Unfurnished, it is $950, I think is what we have that at. Cute little place. It is just a little efficiency. Got a great deck on it. Has a private kind of area in the back. It's got its own driveway. It's got its own entrance. It's got its own electric. I pay the water on it. And then you pay me for the internet. It's $50 cheaper for fiber. It's cheaper. You can get it on your own. But yeah, so this one's available starting January 6th is when the last people leave. Right. So that's it. That's what I got.
Sweet. Cool.
All right, Noah. Now
We need to start doing this more.
do we have another This Is Real? Another real listing from a pick.
We actually do, and it is I think this one's funny.
This is what everybody's been waiting for.
The real This Is Real. Oh.
No way.
Well, this is a flood house.
Yeah.
That's what I named. I said no flood damage. That was what I named it.
Yeah. Yeah, this is...
That cracked me up, man. Couldn't wait for the dude to get out of the picture.
There's dogs on his shirt. There's dogs on his shirt.
Oh, they are, aren't they?
Yeah.
Does he come with the house?
He convey.
Yeah.
Does he
Does the
convey?
dog shirt convey?
Yeah, forget him. Let's have the shirt. Huh.
That's fantastic. Yeah, definitely flood.
Oh, man.
Poor
What a
people.
mess.
I wonder the ceiling
Look,
up
even
there.
over there, like it's all the way
Yeah.
up, like almost to the microwave, over to the.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't necessarily mean that the water got that high, but
Just the-
wood and stuff wicks
Yeah.
Right.
water up. I mean, it might have, but look,
It
all
took
your
out-
electrical.
Yeah. It took out the cabinets in the kitchen for sure. That
Doozy.
sucks for those people.
Man, sometimes you're better off just knocking it down, starting over.
Yeah.
That sucks. All right, moving on. What else we got?
Yeah, there's not much to say about that one.
What else we got?
I want to know his name, though.
That shirt is pretty fire.
We're going to call him Dr. Pimpenstein.
All right. Pro tip. You got a pro tip?
I don't have one. Do you have
I
one?
got one.
Go ahead.
All right. If you are self-employed and have been told, I can't get you a mortgage because you write too much stuff off, you need to talk to a lender who can do a bank statement loan and see if that's an option. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Or if you are 1099, maybe you change from a W-2 job to a 1099 job and it's been a year. You need to talk to somebody else because in 2020, the non-QM mortgage market made up about 3% of total transactions. In 2024, it had grown to 5%, and this year it's rounding out, and it's going to be about 8%. So from 2020 to 2025, there's been a 5% growth in non-QM loans as a percentage of the total mortgages delivered or closed.
Talk to me like I'm dumb. What's non-QM?
Non-QM is it's a non-conforming loan. So conforming loans are going to...
Conforming starts with a C.
It's going to be, I know it's weird, non-qualified mortgage.
Okay.
There you go. Okay.
Got it.
It's going to, so your FHA loans, VA, USDA, conventional loans, all of those are your conforming loans. They're qualified mortgages that are underwritten to a higher level of CFPB standards. They have to be they're backed by Fannie, Freddie, or Ginnie.
They're resellable.
They're your it's conforming. I mean, it's what most people get. But the non-QM space is all of your bank statement loans, your
Doctor loans,
DSCR loans, your MD loans, your ability to repay in full loans, your income as assets as income loans, those types of loans where maybe you retired and you don't want to start drawing your retirement account down yet because you're not ready to start paying taxes on it yet, but you've got millions of dollars in the bank and you want to go buy a $500,000 house. And you're like, why can't I? I could buy this house with cash if I wanted to. I just don't want to pay the taxes. There's non-QM loans for those types of situations. So that non-QM space is growing aggressively and and if you've been told no for some reason by a lender other than if you don't have
a down payment, if you don't have the credit score, there's not a lot of help for you in the non-QM space. But if it's because of income related situations or things like that, then there's some creative ways to get financing done. And it's okay. So the next question is, well, does this mean that we're heading back towards another crash? No, it doesn't mean that, because these things are still well underwritten. They still have high credit score requirements. They still have large skin in the game requirements. So it's not like we're doing stated income loans with 3% down or even negative equity situations where we're financing up to 105% of somebody's purchase on stated income loans. We're not doing that. They're higher risk, so they're priced accordingly. But that's another cool thing, is that the margin between these non-QM loans and the pricing on them is not as near as bad of a hit as it was even just 2 years ago.
So why do you think this space has grown? Do you think our
That's
population has shifted to more independent workers?
Gig economy is a big part of it. Individual investors, and DSCR has seen a lot of growth.
What's DSCR?
Debt service coverage ratio. So this is a loan for someone who wants to buy an investment property. Between their mortgage payment, a couple car payments, student loans, their DTI can't handle them buying an investment property. Well, you can go to DSCR, and if you can show that the rent will cover the mortgage payment, and you've got a down payment to put in on the house, then you can qualify for a mortgage.
Interesting.
But no, to your question, what's causing this growth? I think, you've got a lot of blended income now too. So like somebody might drive for Uber Eats on weekdays, and at night on the weekends, they're going out there and just driving for Uber. All right. So they're going to, or Lyft. They may have started like the My Ride guy that just does service to the Nashville airport. But he also will drive for Uber when he doesn't have bookings for his airport delivery service. So he'll have multiple income streams from different 1099s and self Schedule C employment. It takes 2 years of showing solid income to do a conventional loan for something like that. But with the bank statement loans, you can write off the things that you need to write off and take advantage of that write off credit. But then you can show how much money you're making.
You're essentially leveraging your hustle.
Yeah,
what it amounts to.
Yeah, and I think that you see a lot of people who will hold down a W-2 job, but then we talk about the economy and stuff and inflation. The W-2 job, it's crazy. Wages just haven't kept up. We still have this runaway inflation, but wages aren't keeping up with it.
So where's the money going? That's my question.
Consumer debt,
right?
Consumer debt is floating the economy up. Credit card balances are up, and
no, but what I'm saying is, if wages are stagnant,
yeah,
but prices are going up,
where's the money coming from?
No, where's it going?
Oh, I mean, look at profits, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Look at C-suite executive compensation packages, man. Mm-hmm. Where's it going?
I know the answer.
It's pretty clear where it's going,
but obviously there's that's a problem, right?
Yeah. We could get into a whole show on all of that. That's not This Week in Real Estate. That's another show. So anyway, non-QM is a growing space. So pro tip, if you fit in one of those, if you think, man, I should be able to get a mortgage, and I'm being told I can't qualify, the lender that you're talking to may not have the ability to broker out some of these non-QM types of loans. So find one who can.
Very good. All right. Nice. What do we got left, Trent?
I think that's it. We did the shiny penny.
Yep.
We got events. I know Missy said on the way out, procrastinators.
Yeah. So we've got several events here at Cedar Glade coming up over the next 2-3 weeks. So we've got live music Friday, tomorrow. Pretty excited about that. It is the Secret Commonwealth, which been playing in Murfreesboro for 30 years. If you've never seen them before, you got to be here. They're a lot of fun. Jeff Lecision, the very first guy to ever play live music at Cedar Glade, will be here on Saturday. We've got our last Classic Car Cruise in on Sunday, and then on Christmas Eve, the 24th, from 5 to 8, we've got our Procrastinators Craft Fair. It's our 4th annual Procrastinators. We're up to 12 vendors, I think, for that. So my official slogan for that is "Friends don't let friends buy crap at Walgreens," and so come in.
No, No, that's not it. Say it again. Take a deep breath and say your slogan again, because you didn't say it quite right.
Friends don't let friends buy at Walgreens.
No.
Last minute?
That's what you left out.
Oh, last minute.
Last minute
Because
guess.
normally I substitute stuff with a different word. But anyway, it's a family show.
Well, you didn't say stuff either. You said the C word.
Oh, so okay. So it's a PG-13 show. That's a good point.
Friends don't let friends buy last minute gifts, junky gifts at Walgreens.
There you go. Bless my heart. So anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun. You should definitely be here for that, even if you just drop in for a few minutes and do some last minute shopping. So that is, again, Christmas Eve, 5 to 8. We'll probably actually have a lot of them set up before 5, but there's plenty of time to come in. And last thing, we're going to put this in the comments. We need to www.cabinfeverbeerfestival.com. We are throwing a festival here at Cedar Glade, February 28th. Tickets are on sale right now, and you should grab some of those tickets. It's going to be a lot of fun.
What time's the open house again?
1 to 3.
Yep. 1 to 3.
Yep, on Saturday.
That's what the
132 Laurel Hill.
13th, right? 12.
Yes.
Yes.
12, 13, 25.
All right.
And
Thanks
then,
for watching.
What was the other one? Cabin
Fever.
Cabinfeverbeerfestival.com.
February 28th.
Cabinfeverbeerfest.com.
Festival.
Festival.com. All right. It'll be on there.
Cool.
Good stuff, y'all.
Cheers.
Merry Christmas.
Cheers.
I guess we'll see them before then. All right.
Yep.
Merry Christmas, anyway. Or something like that. Hang on, everybody. We got to finish. Hang on.
Is title cool?
Clear to close on my heart. I can't believe you didn't.
Thank you for listening to another episode of This Week in Real Estate with Jonathan Harmon and Bryan Nale, your go-to resource for all things real estate in Middle Tennessee. Be sure to like, share, follow, subscribe, and leave us a 5-star review. We will see y'all on the next one.
Now for the nitty-gritty. Primis Mortgage Company is a subsidiary of Primis Bank, a member FDIC. Primis Mortgage NMLS number 1894879, BK number 1042893, ML number 1894879. As always, all loans are subject to credit approval and product guidelines. Equal housing lender.